Hey, y'all. Today, I'm in the kitchen, and it's all about, like, cooking clubs. In the clubhouse with me today, y'all, is my friend Susan. She is just telling all the dirt, y'all. We're starting off with brunch stuffed peppers packed with some serious flavor.
Ooh, yum, yum, yum.
Don't these look delicious? And then it's sparkling cherry lemonade that's just as beautiful as it is sweet. Look at it. Oh, how pretty! Next, Susan is sharing an oatmeal casserole recipe that is unbelievably tasty. Finally, you won't believe this combination of ricotta pancakes and thyme-infused syrup. Well, let's go sit out on the front porch and rock and tell stories.
Yes, darling.
There ain't nobody I'd rather be in the cooking club with than my friend Susan Green.
AKA Bubbles.
Her grandchildren call her Bubbles. She's one of my dearest, oldest friends. Y'all, she goes all the way back to the days of the bag lady. What are you doing, baby?
Honey, I'm cutting these yellow bell peppers.
Okay. Our first dish that we're gonna do is a brunch stuffed pepper. It's very good. We're taking yellow bell peppers. You're cutting like 2/3 of the top off because we're gonna use these as like bowls for our dish. And Susan, you do a lot of brunches, don't you, honey?
Yes, every Sunday we get together for a family brunch.
Isn't that wonderful?
And when
Susan's
you're
always
pushed for
cooking.
times, the quick and easy are wonderful.
I'm fixing to make the custard that goes on top. So we're using 3/4 a cup of milk, 1/4 of a cup of sour cream, and then just pour it into our bowl. A little pepper, a little salt, and while Susan chops about 2 tablespoons of green onion, I'm gonna crack 3 eggs.
All right.
And
Now I'm gonna put some potatoes. This is a cup of shredded hash browns, I believe.
Now you can use a frozen shredded hash brown, or you can use a leftover baked potato that you've had maybe from the night before dinner.
We don't have
and you
leftovers.
can just shred. We don't have many leftovers in our house either. All right, I'm just gonna whisk all those together. All right, honey, measure me out 1/2 cup. Now, what I'm fixing to put in it, y'all, is my biscuit mix. Here's your knife so you can level, just like
I
that.
use my hands like you do. Ready, hon?
Uh-huh. How many years we been in the kitchen together,
I've been in the
Susan?
kitchen. Over on
Bag lady.
Bag lady.
Bag lady.
I used to come down and we would do biscuits about 2 o'clock in the morning on top of a wooden board that covered the stove. And then we would...
that was my counter space.
Yeah, counter space. And then if the containers came back, we kind of had to rinse them out because we might have to use them again and go to the day-old bread store, buy lots of bread, but we only had $1.
She is just telling all the dirt, y'all.
We ain't told it all yet.
No, Susan, I used to go to a deli shop that everybody knows cross country, and I would buy the bread that they didn't sell for that day, and it had been baked that morning. It was still like new. So, like I said, she's airing my dirty laundry now.
No, but look where it got you. Look where it's got you, huh? All righty.
So I didn't have much money. I had to make sure it was good and fresh, but yet I couldn't spend a ton of money. We're putting our green onions on top. We're gonna put a little cheese. We're gonna be putting about a tablespoon of Monterey Jack on each pepper. All right, now we're just gonna pour our custard on top of these. And Susan's chopping up 1/2 pound of bacon that we cooked off earlier. And we just sprinkle it right on top. You know, it kind of doesn't matter how you layer this stuff. It's just gonna be good. All right, I'm gonna
put a little bit more?
Yeah. We'll just use the rest of our custard sauce.
Yum, yum, yum.
Don't these look delicious?
Could we use green peppers as well?
We can use
or red?
anything that you wanted to use.
Okay. Holiday, too, huh?
Yeah, they'd be beautiful for Christmas
We could do red and green.
Yes, we could do red and green. It would be fabulous. You could use sausage if you didn't like bacon, or you could use ham. Now, we're just gonna top these with some more cheese, Susan.
Okey-dokey.
And we're gonna put these in the preheated oven at 350 for about 45 minutes. All right, so put that in the oven.
Okie dokie.
While I'm washing up my hands.
I'm going to squat. This is how Paula does it. Isn't this how you do it?
All right, so come on down. We're gonna make a sparkling sweet cherry lemonade.
Yum.
Sounds fabulous. So I've got my blender here, y'all. Susan is gonna squeeze out 1 cup of lemon juice. I have got a 10-ounce package of frozen pitted cherries. I'm adding the cherries to 1 cup of sugar in the blender. All right.
You know what? If you make this a lot, you don't have to have liposuction in your arms either. What happened to real lemon in the bottle?
This is my bubbles, y'all. Now, Susan eventually is gonna have us a cup of fresh lemon juice. There we go, perfect. All right, into the blender that goes. Then we just blend our mixture all together. There we go, just that simple. We're just gonna pour this into our pitcher, and then we're gonna fill it up with sparkling water. Look at it. Oh, how pretty! How pretty is that? We're just gonna pour this over our ice now, and you decorate it. I've got some fresh cherries, I've got picks, and I've got some pretty lemon wheels.
Ooh!
Aren't those pretty?
We're going, well, the hole's a little long.
No, you don't put it there.
Jesus. You act like we ain't never been in the kitchen together.
Okay. All right, so let's get you a straw. Isn't that delicious, Scarlet?
Yes, darling.
Well, let's go sit out on the front porch and rock and tell stories.
All right.
Coming up, Susan's got a sweet twist on this oatmeal casserole. Susan, this is so delicious, and it's not even ready yet. And later, y'all know I just can't wait to start cooking these ricotta pancakes along with that thyme-infused syrup.
You ready?
Yes, bring them on, honey, bring them on.
I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break.
So we're making a recipe.
No, you are making my recipe.
Oh, you're gonna make me make it.
I'm in the driver's seat, you're in the passenger seat, and let's hope we don't have a wreck.
I know firsthand, y'all, this is good, so you'll want to make sure this one gets in your collection. So I'm yours.
Sister.
Tell me what to do.
Okay, we're gonna make an apple cinnamon oatmeal mini casserole with a cinnamon oat nut topping. Got that?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to add 1.5 cups of milk, and you're gonna put this in this saucepan over here.
Okay.
1/4 cup of packed brown sugar.
Okay.
All right, I'm cutting up 1 cup of chopped red apple and leave the peeling on it.
And there again, you know, I'm always talking about the nutrients being in the peeling.
There it is.
All right, so there we got 1/4 cup now.
Okay, now you're going to add a tablespoon of butter. And if you want to do a big one, that's fine.
Okie doke.
Add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to cut up 1/2 cup of pecans. We're going to do them by hand, I guess, right?
I don't know where my nut chopper is.
Oh. You're going to get it all melted together.
We probably don't want it to ball, do we?
No. You know, we took dancing classes back in the fall.
You and Phil?
Yes, but his knee bothered him and he couldn't do it. So
Y'all took dancing lessons. Do you know?
I've danced all my life.
Does my memory serve me right? Did you used to teach dancing at Peggy Bridges?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think I remember you being a teacher.
You have to
when
be
I was
coordinated.
there.
Chop and squeeze. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Tight. Okay.
Any tighter and I'm not gonna be able to move.
Okay, now we're gonna do 1 cup of quick cooking oats.
Okay. It doesn't take but a second for that 5-minute oatmeal to come together, y'all. So it's already starting to thicken, Susan.
A tablespoon of cinnamon.
Okay. Okie doke.
You know, and it's healthy with the oatmeal.
Yes, it is. They say that
cholesterol.
it lowers your cholesterol, doesn't it?
You can get off all those funky pills and just eat cholesterol.
Just eat cholesterol.
Oatmeal. Okay, now we're going to take the apples. Now this says a cup. I just use a whole apple in your mixture. Half the pecans. Add 2 tablespoons of chopped apricots.
Okay, now these are dried. You can get these in your baking section.
Chopped dried cherries.
Okay, and how much?
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
They look like a big fat raisin.
Now, half a cup of regular raisins.
There we go. All right, so I'm gonna come over here. You've got some beautiful little
spray them with the little
bowls,
non-stick spray there.
Okay,
you know, you're talking about the squatting and squeezing. Do you remember Walter Bay?
Yes, I remember Walter Bay.
Honey, he told me he used to
guy.
sit behind Paula in phonics class. That was in junior high school, and he said, oh, he had the biggest crush on you. Said she was the sexiest, cutest little cheerleader he had ever seen. Rah-rah-ree.
So I'm gonna fill our casserole dishes while Susan's making the topping.
We're doing 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar.
Susan, this stuff is so delicious and not even cooked. It's so good.
Isn't it good?
I love oatmeal. Mama used to cook it all the time.
Scant teaspoon of cinnamon.
This tastes like oatmeal cookie dough, y'all.
It doesn't. But the apples give it a little crunch to it. Okay, now we're going to do some of these chopped pecans. A tablespoon of chopped pecans. Let's do 2.
Okay.
Is that
I
okay
like
if
nutty
we add
stuff.
to it?
I like nutty stuff.
I like nutty stuff too. That's why we like each other, huh? Okay. Little crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. 3 tablespoons of oats. 1. Very good. 2, 3.
And then we just sprinkle our mixture on top of our casserole, y'all.
Put just a tad of butter on that. It just makes it a little bit better.
I love that.
This would be cute for you to have for Michael for Valentine's.
We're gonna put this in a preheated oven, 350?
350.
For how long?
About 20 minutes.
Let's put it in this little oven. You want to?
Sure.
That is gonna be delicious. Coming up, we're putting together those pancakes and starting that sweet syrup, y'all. These are gonna be so delicious. And later, we're putting the finishing touches on this meal that you just have to have. Lord, they'll think they've died and gone to heaven.
I hope y'all are enjoying the show, and I want to hear from you. Tell me what recipes or videos you'd like to see me make by just leaving a short comment below. Now, let's get back to the show, y'all. We're back here in the kitchen. I'm having such a good time with my buddy today. Y'all, this is Susan Green. She and I have been friends for years. She's from Albany. She is the hostess with the mostest. Well, the next dish that we're gonna do, Susan, is a delicious ricotta-infused pancake with thyme syrup. That's a mouthful, y'all, but it's really so easy to do. I'm gonna ask you to separate these 3 eggs because we're gonna need the yolks and the whites. While you're doing that, I'm gonna put together our syrup, and that is 2 cups of water, 1 cup of sugar, about 20 stems of fresh thyme, stems and all. We're gonna let this come to a boil, and what I'm gonna do to this, y'all, to make it thick is I'm just gonna tighten it with cornstarch. I'm gonna take about 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch, and I'm gonna mix it with a little water.
Do you know the other day I whipped cream and put that cornstarch in it, and I mean, it stayed forever.
Did it?
It did not separate.
You are kidding. Because whipping cream won't last very long for you. All right, now I'm just gonna mix this up. And when you're using cornstarch, you know, you wanna use not warm water, but cold water. And this is just gonna tighten up our syrup and make it thick and hot and delicious. We're gonna let this come to a boil, and then we're gonna add our cornstarch. All right, well, come on down here and we're gonna put our pancake part together. You can just toss your egg whites in that blue bowl, Susan. And we're gonna beat those until they're stiff peaks. And in my bowl, I'm gonna put in 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Doesn't this sound delicious?
Yes.
I'm gonna add a teaspoon and a half of baking powder. All right.
Boiling
now-
over there?
Yeah, we're starting to boil. So I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna add our cornstarch mixture. Thyme-infused syrup. That sounds kind of pretty-like,
Yes,
doesn't
it does.
All right, so let's
we
move
gotta-
on over, and your egg whites
My egg
look
whites are-
perfect. So in this one, we're gonna mix up our wet ingredients, and you're gonna need a cup and a half of ricotta cheese. Here, why don't I help you?
Good idea.
It's probably gonna take about this whole little carton. Okie doke, there you go. Now we need 1/4 of a cup of sour cream.
Okie dokie.
We're gonna add 1 cup of milk, and then we're gonna add a half a teaspoon of salt. And we're just gonna mix those up. Here, I'll hold that for you.
All right, good ideas.
All right, that
Probably.
looks good. That
That's
looks
good.
good. All right, let's add in our yolks. All right, and then we've got about 2 teaspoons of lemon zest. All right, and about a cup of nuts. These are gonna be so delicious. Yeah, that's about a cup.
What country are we using for the metric?
That's good enough right there.
Okie dokie.
All right, now I'm just gonna dump in our dry ingredients. And I'm just gonna whisk those together. Doesn't that smell delicious? That lemon zest in there. Doesn't that smell good?
You don't have to chop some thyme to put in here?
Yes.
Let me get
Thank
down.
you.
Let
Thank
me
you.
get down here to
You
my
need a teaspoon of thyme.
That's all?
All right, so
Okie
while
dokie.
you're doing that, I'll fold in these egg whites.
Does this thyme come out of your garden?
No, I don't have any time right now. I don't have time for time. This batter looks fabulous, Susan. There you go. We're gonna just fold that in. So, we're gonna take a quick break so Susan can clean up my kitchen. She's made a mess. And when we come back, we're gonna grill our pancakes. Coming up, these pancakes are looking as good as they smell. Oh, Susan.
Is it done? Ooh, yum.
Isn't that pretty?
Then we just don't have the words to describe how delicious this meal is, y'all.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break.
Well, welcome back, y'all. We're about to get the last recipe done up. Hadn't we had fun
We've had a
today?
ball.
Now, here we go. I'm gonna put on some batter like right there and right here. And look at the texture of those pancakes, Susan. You can
Yum,
see the
yum.
nuts and see the thyme in there.
Ooh, yum.
All right, now if you would
This might be a dessert.
I know, be straining our syrup.
I can handle that, ma'am.
Now, when you're cooking pancakes, y'all, you want to watch for the bubbles because when they start bubbling, that means they're about ready to flip. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit more oil just right around the cracks of these pancakes so that'll give them something to cook in.
Some owl.
Yeah, some oil.
How many syllables you got in that?
Susan, when I'm out on the road, they'll raise their hand. Raise it. Paula, tell us what you cook your chicken in. Want me to say all?
Owl. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna take a peek. Oh, Susan.
done? Ooh, yum.
Isn't that pretty? These pancakes are so heavenly. Why don't you get the rest of our food out, Susie Q?
Ooh, yum. Wow.
Oh, Susan, how delicious.
Is that not?
That's beautiful. Ooh, these pancakes are just
Perfect,
doing.
perfect,
Oh, look. Look how sweet those are, y'all. Why don't you go ahead and be fixing us a little plate, Susan, and
Okey-dokey.
we'll eat these hot off the grill as they come up. How about
Okay.
that?
Want a big pepper or a little pepper?
It doesn't matter. Just give me a pepper.
Give me a pepper.
May I, dear?
Yes, darling. Go ahead.
You know what? I'm gonna start with
With your pancake?
the pancakes.
Ooh, look at this pepper.
Yeah, you start with the pepper.
Wouldn't this be a great thing to do on a Sunday night? I'm gonna do this the next time the children come over. Is it good?
Oh,
Oh,
yes. Yes.
this is a keeper. Good?
Yes, the nuts in the pancake. Do you just love that thyme in it or what? You know, we all should be so lucky to have good cooking buddies. And I couldn't ask for a better buddy than you.
I love you, dear.
I love you too, Susan. Go out there and grab you a cooking buddy. And get in the kitchen and enjoy a little time with each other. It's so worth the effort.
Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if y'all enjoyed this week's full episode Friday, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, friends.